Good afternoon. Welcome to our XR stage. I'm Winnie, Senior Project Manager of Pharma, in case somebody don't know me. Okay. Today, I have Helen here. Later on, she will going to give you a short brief of what is XR and why we use XR to do the conference instead of using a green screen. And Helen, I hand over to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So good afternoon, everyone. My name is Helen, and it's my pleasure for me to have this presentation to all of you today. So before we get started, I would like to talk about the basic concept for what is XR first. So in the past couple of years, maybe you didn't heard of XR, this word, but you have heard of these three terms, which are first AR, augmented reality. We have a computer-generated content that can overlay on the actual environment and can have interaction. And the second is virtual reality. Simply, we all know is wearing virtual glasses that we can fully immerse in a completely virtual environment. And the third one is mixed reality, which is we will have an overlay of synthetic content over an actual object in the real world that we can have interaction. But then what is XR? Well, actually, it's very simple enough. It's a combination of all these three terms together. And it aims to blend the physical world and the virtual world together and to provide more engaging and interactive experiences for both the speakers and also the audience. So now below, I will want to show a short video to showing what our company have done in the past 1 month on this XR stage. And this stage actually is aimed to provide new experience on virtual events for our clients, especially under this pandemic situation since last year. So what you see on the video is basically same as our current setup. You can see this is our camera tracking system right over there. And we have a real-time camera tracking. The background will change according to the movement of this camera. And we will have all this preview mode and the program view, multi-view here. You can know what's going on. And also, you can create an infinite space within this area, this space, this LED wall. And then later, you can also, if you want to change the scene, actually, it can be changed in a very short period of time, like just a snap. Then I can change the whole scene. And also, I can have some interactive background, like I can put windows up behind me for putting different speakers for presentation or even panel discussion. Or like this, we can put a PowerPoint here to have a more realistic one. And this is a small gimmick that we want to show is actually the table behind. It's a virtual image on the LED wall, and we'll combine with a real chair on stage to create an illusion. So for this photo, it's mainly what the producers or the crew can see on site. So the speaker is standing inside the LED set, and we have real lighting overhead to light up the speaker's face. And then we can have also the multi-view, the program out over there, so everyone on site can know what's going on and what will the audience actually see. And also we have a camera tracking over there. So this is the view from camera, actually same as over there. Also, we can say it's view for audience. You can see actually the right side of the image is what we can show on the LED wall. While the left side of this image actually is already outside our set. It's an extended set using our program and our server. Then we can extend the set out of the LED wall to, you can say, an infinite area. Also, the background, you can see that we can, in the engine, we can have virtual lighting effect, and all the other virtual objects we can also create in that content. So Winnie just mentioned we'd like to show the difference between this LED wall set and green screen, right? The first, as mentioned before, is the set extension. So we can create, a huge environment within this small studio space. Actually, this LED wall, the height of this LED wall is 2.5 meters, and the LED floor is 3 meters times 3 meters only. But what you can see on the preview, we can create a space that seems much larger than what we have here. And also, presenter is standing inside the wall, so you can actually see the image and interact with it. And when we talk about green screen, then we can see that here's no keying and no green spill. But why this is important? because I believe all of us have experienced working with green screen, right? Then we all know that when we're working with green screen, we have many limitations. For example, like we cannot wear anything in green color. And also if we have glasses or watches that may reflect the background, that it cause a lot of problem. The lighting guys need to do a lot of things to adjust the lighting, and the editing need to do a lot of work for the post-editing. But now, because we're using LED wall, no problem will be here. For example, like this water. This is a real bottle of water. Because when we're using green screen, it's impossible if you hold anything transparent, right? But now this is the LED screen. You can see on the preview mode also, the water have no problem. We can show it. Show anything transparent, it will be okay. And also, second point is the presenter can view the CG visual directly. Because most of our clients, the presenter, they are not trained actors or performers. If they need to stand in front of a green screen and pretend there's a PowerPoint over there, it'd be very difficult then, right? They need to memorize cues or they will have marks to remember. But now, because the LED screen will show the actual image, they can be more relaxed and just focus on the content they need to present rather than memorize anything else. So, and also in this XR stage, when using the LED wall, I can create a more realistic environment than green screen only. And also, yeah, as just mentioned, presenter will be more convenient because the object on the LED can help them to have a correct orientation for an eyesight. And also, it will be good for product launching because we can have some augmented reality item I will show later that will be good for product launching or demo. And second point is about the generative content. Actually, what you have seen for the background is created in an Unreal Engine, which is an engine used for create games. And later also we'll have AR object that created by another engine named Lodge. And so we can use this type of engine to create different content in this space. And also we have the camera tracking system. It is used to tell the server the position of this camera so that it can create a perspective correct image in real time. For example, like the camera now can move a little bit. You can see while the camera is moving, you can see the preview. Actually, the background is changing. Well, you can also see that the LED wall is actually changing image too. Why? Because it's used to create an illusion and to tell the audience that this is moving accordingly. So there are no force shot or lot of camera is needed because for green screen, we all know, usually the camera shot need to be fixed for green screen. We cannot zoom, we cannot pan, we cannot move. But for this, you can see you can move very freely as you wish. So now we will have a small demo because in the video I mentioned we can have an interactive background. Like for example, in a more traditional way, like we can open one or multiple windows on the screen, like this one. Yeah, hi, this is my colleague, MY. We can use Zoom or WebEx or other VC software. Then we can open one or a few windows over there for different speakers. And we can interact directly. Hi, MY.
Hello，
Hi，頭先 lunch 食咗咩啊？
食咗個炒飯咋？
Okay, 好 ，thank you, thank you, thank you, bye bye. Yeah, this is the first way we can show like other speaker, but this stage can do more than that, right? Because we want something new. So that's a second way we can show the speaker. Oh, you see, it's very strange right here, right? But when you look at the previous screen, it's just like the speaker just stand right beside me. So we can also interact. Hi.
Hello， 又見啦。
Hello， 又見啦，係啊。之後新年假想做啲咩啊？
去拜年嘅咋，食下嘢咯，養下個肚腩。
Thank you very much. So，祝你新年快樂先啊！預祝新年快樂。
新年快樂啊！
係新年快樂。Thank you. So thank you, MY. Thank you. So you can see the possibility is unlimited. You can have different. You can have more many creativity when using this stage rather than using a simple green screen. And besides having speaker beside me or right at the same pace, I mentioned before, we can have augmented reality, some AR object like this car here. Wow, you see. when you look at this real set, like I'm standing on the car, right? But if you look at the screen, because our server can add one more layer of object in front of me. So when you look at the period screen, it looks like I'm standing behind the car rather than on the car. And also, is perspective correct? Like I can point at this logo, and when you see that, I can point at the view. You can see I'm pointing at the view, or I'm pointing at the logo. And if we combine this with some like audio effect, it can give us a very interesting result, like this one. Yeah, car just gone, right? Yeah, so I think we hope that this demo can show some possibility for our set. So thank you all for having me giving this presentation. I'll pass the stage to Winnie for other Q&A session. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Helen. Thank you, Helen.